All right, now you can hear me. Jeez, now you can hear the music too. Oh yeah. Yes. Is that too loud? Anyway, welcome to the Podcasters Lounge. You made it. I made it. This is the lounge. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing the right screen. There we go. This is a lounge, so we're just hanging out. We're a bunch of podcasters and podcast fans and people in the podcast industry just hanging out, talking about podcasting and related topics. This is a lounge. Think of it. Hey, Ed Sullivan's here. All right, and Brandon Gonzalez is here. Hey, guys. Welcome to the lounge. Have a seat. Grab a drink or a pipe or a cigar, right, Ed Sullivan? And that's it. We're here to chill. And if I can help you with anything, if you have any questions about podcasting at all, let's talk about it. And, you know, normally, like, my expertise is in the technical production of podcasts, right? Because I run this podcast engineering school, as you could see on the screen. But I've been podcasting for 6 years, 6.5, I don't know. And I work with a lot of clients. I produce shows, so I've dealt with a lot and I've heard a lot. And this is for you, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. See, that was not nearly loud enough, though. All right. Here, is this better?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Barry. See, Barry, he was away from the mic. I had to tell him to get, closer to the mic. So that's the deal. If I can help at all, let's talk about it. And we're just going to have some fun. So the topics for today, besides your questions and comments and all this, so I'm happy you're all here in the chat. I'm just checking out Facebook. Oh, I have to refresh because Facebook makes it easy. Wow. I'm telling you. All right. If you're watching this and you believe, like I do, that Facebook's days are numbered, type a 1 into the chat. And that doesn't mean they're going to go out of business tomorrow. I understand that. But I have the feeling over the last couple of years that they are on a downward slope because it's just, there you go. Ed Sullivan, 1. There's 1. Hey, Peter. Welcome from Weymouth, UK. Did I say it right, Peter? Weymouth? All right, so the topics for today, real quick. Hey, Peter, since I haven't seen you before, welcome to the Podcasters Lounge. And also, if you have a show, put in the name of your show. It'd be interesting to know what show you do. All right, the Steinberg URRT. I'm going to comment on that. Ready? This is almost like the speed round of my podcast, right? Because you all know my podcast, right? The Podcast Engineering Show. Here it is right here. This is my most recent episode with Daniel Hager, Podcast Engineering Show. Anyway, see, this is Daniel Hager's setup. Look at that. Did you see this? Is it going to show up big? Where is it? Oh, it linked to his, I know what I got to do. Open image in new tab. That's what I wanted. There we go. There you go. Anyway, that's Daniel Hager's setup. So anyway, on my show, Podcast Engineering Show, we do a speed round. And so that's basically what I'm going to do now is speed through the topics we're going to cover. I'm going to go through real quick, just so you know everything that I have prepared. And then, of course, at any time, we're chilling in the lounge. I mean, I needed my smoking jacket. I don't have one yet. And we're just chilling in the lounge. So the Steinberg URRT, I have comments on that. Ross Brand just put out this post, 105 featured predictions for 2019. Oh, the Rodecaster Pro. All the big news, all the rage in the podcasting world. I have some tough comments about that. We're going to look through some news, the Pod to Pod newsletter and the Hot Pod newsletter and a bunch of the Pod News newsletters. Normally, I look through them before the show and I pick out the items I want to talk about, but I actually didn't have time today, so I just lined them up. It might be annoying to go through them, but I'm going to probably go through them real quick. This is some tea that Ralph M. Rivera sent me, and he's supposed to be here. So, there you go. All right, and some questions from, I forgot his name. In fact, you know what? I'll find out when we get to it. Then we're gonna look through Facebook, the Podcasters Hangout page, real quick. I'm gonna comment on Wunderlist. And then FabFilter Pro Q3. This is news right here. That's news. And then, look at this. An EMF meter. Ooh, I'm going to comment on that. Ooh, what is EMF? Electromagnetic. Electromagnetic fields. Okay. All right, electromagnetic fields. All right, that's a meter. Then, I'm going to play Puzzle Rush. Where is it? Here it is. I don't know if you play chess, but you're going to love this. Anyway, it's a quick little game I can play. The World Chess Championship ended today, and you know who won. Yeah, you do. This is Leaving Las Vegas from 95. I've recently watched it again. I have a comment on that. This is Bitcoin today, making a big rise. And, of course, we have PodFest in Orlando in March 7th to 9th, 2019. And, of course, Podcast Movement also in Orlando. Wow, what's with Orlando? Besides the fact that Michael Helms lives there. Michael the Sound Guy. You guys know Michael the Sound Guy. Where's his show? Here we go. The Location Sound Podcast. All right? If you listen to my show and you're into like the real hardcore audio stuff, Mike's show is all about location sound. So I don't really talk about location sound very much on my show. It's all about like studio stuff. So that's the list. What do you guys think? You guys have any questions so far? My wife brought me home a donut. There's this place called Hertz Donuts, and I think it's a play on the I even forget the game. It's like when you punch someone in the shoulder and you're like, Hertz donut, or whatever, some dumb game when you were a kid. Anyway, there's a donut place called Hertz Donuts, and it's like one of these donut shops that's way over the top, but it's good. They're really good. You know, big donuts and, lots of different flavors, a lot of toppings, everything. Like it's just, one of those crazy donut places, but it's really good. And so they had that at her work today. So she brought me home part of a donut. Yeah. So anyway, what are you eating? What are you drinking? Barry Gary's here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Barry. Yes, Barry Gary finally, not that Barry Gary. Yes, okay. Anyway, welcome. I know it's your first time. That's awesome. And I want to actually see, are the comments getting cut off on the... That looks... Okay, I just wanted to adjust the comments there. Oh, and I forgot to start playing the music, which I don't know if you were here last week. Last week's stream was the, Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. So very few people were here, but we had a fun time, and we were playing some music on the chill station here, but a lot of the music wasn't that good, so I had to like fast forward and stuff. So all right. Again, we're in the lounge. Are you chilling? What are you drinking? All right, I have some Pure Leaf brewed tea. This is the, of course, the unsweetened black tea. And I got some water. I'm gonna crack this now. We should have some waiters and waitresses here in the lounge, right? Coming around, asking you what you want to drink. Anyway, the Podcasters Lounge. I don't think I've said this in a while, but I watch a bunch of live streams and I really love live streaming, so I just wanted to do it. And Barry Gary, leftover Thanksgiving sangria. Oh, okay. You're you're doing it right there, I guess, huh, Barry? So I started this stream just because I wanted to stream, and podcasting is one of my expertises. And so I thought I'll just do a podcaster's lounge so we can just talk about anything, not just the technical aspects of podcasting, podcast production, but anyway, I wanted to start a live stream to build up to NAB. Now NAB is going to happen in NAB is going to happen in Vegas, and here I'm just I'm going into my email, so that's why I switched the screen. So anyway, you see my shirt? Podcast Engineering School. Yeah, baby. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this email. It's the map at NAB. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Anyway, so we're going to be at NAB. And I thought to myself, I want to stream live from NAB, right? NAB's like a huge, it's literally, it's either the biggest show, the biggest trade show conference in the United States, or the second biggest, literally. It's in Vegas and it's huge, and so we're going to have a booth there called Ask the Expert, right? So we're going to be there in the podcast pavilion area, and anyone who had an NAB can walk up if they're interested in podcasting. They can just ask us questions, me and my team. So I was thinking of doing a lot of live streaming from there. So then I thought, well, let me start the live stream now and do it for, because NAB's in April. So I was like, let me start it. This was a month and a half ago. Let me start it and stream for 6 months, once a week, and then maybe build up some audience, and then we could stream live from NAB. But turns out we're probably not going to stream live from NAB. So this whole Podcaster's Lounge, and by the way, if you want to, obviously you could follow us on Twitter and all this stuff, right? Twitter and Instagram, yada, yada. You get the idea. But anyway, that's the idea for the lounge. So far, when you start anything new, it takes a long time to get it up and running, right? Get it off the ground and get, start to build an audience. And anyway, but in the meantime, it's not really about building an audience. It's really about helping you guys and just hanging out, right? So, all right. So recently, Bandrew Scott, oops, did you hear that? Bandrew Scott found the Shelford channel by Rupert Neve, and he's like, oh, have you heard of that? Have you used it? And I was like, no. And then I went and looked at it, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like, I think it costs about $3,500. It's a channel strip, but it's like ridiculous, right? Just literally ridiculous. I'm sure. I haven't heard it, but anyway, this is the Shelford channel. And so I started looking up Rupert Neve, and then of course Rupert Neve is still alive, and I wanted to talk to him. And anyway, then I was like, well, does Neve make an audio interface? And the answer is no. But they have put they designed a transformer to be used within Steinberg's URRT2 and URRT4. So these are audio interfaces, and I think the URRT2 is 2 inputs. Well, it's actually 4. I think there's a stereo input on the back or something. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a line input on the back. So 3 and 4. So it's 4 inputs and 2 outputs, and it's an audio interface. And so, but the transformers that they used in here were designed by Rupert Neve, which is pretty huge. So, and the 2, let me see, hold on. The URRT2. All right, yeah, this one is $350. And the URRT4 is $600. So the 4 has, I think, 6 inputs, right? So it has four XLR inputs and two line inputs on the back. I don't know if we can find that. Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast, but yeah, anyway, this is, so the 4 has just an extra 2 XLR inputs on the front, so it has 4 and 2 line inputs in the back. So I thought that was interesting. I'd like to hear how it sounds, but at the same time, I don't really need another interface, and you know what I mean? And the price point is such that, like, I mean, I have clients who, you know, like, so what is the Focusrite 2i2, right? Is it $150? I think it's $150. Right? Oh, now it's 160. All right. So anyway, this is a very good interface, a very good cheap interface. But I was wondering, like, you know, and a lot of clients, I suggest that they get this interface because it's a good one and it's cheap and all that. But I'm wondering, so I was hoping that this URRT2 was more in the price range of the Focusrite 2i2, but it's not, right? It's $350. It's more than double. So it's interesting to me. Like, I'd really love to know how this sounds. Hey, I'm Majora. Welcome. On Twitch. And Ed Sullivan's on Twitch. I didn't even notice that before. Welcome, everybody. If you have any questions, type them in. Let me know what you're chilling to, what you're drinking, what you're smoking. I'm just drinking iced tea and I'm not smoking anything. Truth. All right. So anyway, I was like, I wanted to hear this interface, but I don't know. Maybe Bandrew Scott from Podcastage. You guys know Bandrew's channel? If you don't know Bandrew's channel, Podcastage, definitely check it out. This is his YouTube channel. He makes so many awesome videos, like at least one a week. And just, it's great stuff. Just, you should definitely subscribe to Bandrew's channel. Anyway, maybe he can talk to Steinberg and maybe get one of these and try it. Maybe he did. Honestly, he may have. Bandrew's been making videos for years. Like, I don't even know how would we see Bandrew's first video? I mean, look, it's going to take us a year to scroll through it. All right, we're not going to do that. All right, Bandrew's made 1 million videos. All right, no smoke here other than what's coming out of the grill. Oh, he's grilling up wings over there. All right. Hey, is the background music okay, right? It's an okay level? Yeah, let me know. He needs to tell Rode how to make the Rodecaster Pro multi-channel. Oh yeah. Hey, we're going to talk about that. That's coming up. Oh, right there. It's coming up soon. Anyway, it's Steinberg. Okay. I just want to mention this. I will post a link to this, or you guys can probably find this, but Livestream Universe is Ross Brand's website. And, yeah, the music seems a little loud, huh? You know what it is? It's like each song is different. And so, but if I turn it down to like 2, now the next one's going to come on and it's going to be too low, but who cares? 2 is fine. Anyway, Livestream Universe. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I turned it down. That should be better. Right? Yeah, I think that should be better. So, livestreamuniverse.com. He did a post, 105 predictions for 2019. He reached out to a lot of people. Well, you could see all of them there. And look who's on the very top left. Look at that guy. That's a handsome guy right there. Wow. All right. Anyway, as I scroll through this, this is a long post, and anyway, we're not going to go through it, but you can go through here. I quoted something and he put it on there, and he also mentions my show further up here. See, look, he mentions interest is also increasing for learning to upgrade sound quality in podcast production. Chris Curran, the former audio engineer in the music industry with album credits from many famous artists, founded the Podcast Engineering School to teach podcasters how to produce, engineer, and mix professional quality audio for podcasts. He hosts a weekly 2-hour live stream, Podcasters Lounge.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Answering questions and sharing tips on all things audio and beyond. So, Barry, yeah, the Hollywood Squares, right? that was funny. So anyway, he mentions that. There is. Ed Sullivan says there is a podcasted review of the URRT2. All right, so I'm actually curious of what he thought of that, right? So, on My Voice today, before I forget, because I just remembered. On My Voice today, I added some of the silk on my channel strip, the Neve Portico 2, the little silk button. Adds a little nice high frequency saturation, smoothness. Anyway, I added a little bit, so it's probably subtle. So, of course, if you're listening on mobile, you won't really be able to tell. But if you have like nice studio speakers or like good headphones, you might be able to tell. It's very subtle, right? Anyway, check this out. I actually just saw this like an hour ago, so I didn't get to go through this yet. But I'm really going to go through this entire thing. All right, well, just for real quick, predictions. Jim Collison hosts 4 webcasts for Gallup. Okay, wait. Oh, no, that's not a prediction. That's Jim Collison. I mean, I knew that was Jim, but anyway. Jim was on my show a few episodes ago. When was that? Whoa. I think he was on 107. Yeah, 107. So, yeah, there's a lot of quotes. We're not going to go through and read them. It's probably boring, so I'm just going to scroll all the way up, and there you go. So that's livestreamuniverse.com, 105 predictions. And here it is, everybody. Hallelujah. The Rodecaster Pro from Rode. Rode is a really good audio company. Let's just say that, right? They're a little different than some of the other bigger companies, but their quality is top notch, and that's it. So they made this Rodecaster Pro, and you could see it here on the table. And we talked about it. We just sort of introduced it over the last few weeks. There it is. Connect and record. In fact, on the Podcasters Lounge, we actually went through all the setting. We went through everything and just looked at it. And there was a question though. And the question is, because you can plug 4 microphones into this thing. So the first 4 channels here, you can plug in 4 mics. And yeah. But the question is, everyone was asking Rode if the 4 microphones that you can plug in can you record those 4 microphones separately in your computer? And there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of confusion. The way they answered it first wasn't clear, and then they finally came back and said emphatically no. No. It sends a stereo mix to the computer. That's it. Does not record multi-track. And for someone like me, that's literally a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. I mean, that's crazy. Like we were talking about this last time. If you have 4 mics plugged in, you're going to sit there and try and get the levels right before you hit record. But let me tell you something. You ain't going to get it right. Because you might get it close, but then once you start, someone's going to lean back from their chair and be like this and talking, and somebody's going to be like this. So I'm telling you, it's really to me as an audio engineer, it's a tragedy that you can't record this multi-track. I mean, why would you make a product like this and not make it multi-track? And I'll tell you why. This is the answer. They think podcasters are stupid, which for the most part might be true in terms of in terms of being audio engineers, right? Most podcasters don't have any audio engineering skills. I get that. But why would you not offer it both ways? Have a little toggle switch that says stereo mode or multi-track mode. I mean, really, it's terrible. Yes, Brandon Gonzalez, epic fail. Really is. And here's the thing. Possible prediction. The second generation of this might be able to record multi-track. That's my guess, that they're going to hear a lot of this feedback and they're going to realize like, oh yeah, duh, we should have made it multi-track. Ed Sullivan, I ride the levels for a dozen podcasts a week since they're all live. Yeah. See, that's riding levels of a live show is that's a skill, right? And it's really important too. Yep, deal breaker. I would have definitely bought it. Yeah, I don't think I would have bought it, but what I was thinking of doing was reaching out to them and asking them if they can send me one and I'll bring it to NAB. Because if this really was multi-track and this really was that good, then it would be really good. But, oh, that reminds me. You guys know, well, anyway, I think that's all on the Rode, what is it called? Procaster? Rodecaster Pro. I don't know about having Pro in the name there. Right? This is, without multi-track, I don't know. Can you consider that Pro? No, I don't think so. But, they got to make it sound awesome and interesting and look, and I'm not saying it's not great, right? I'm just talking about one piece of functionality, multi-track recording. But I wanted to mention Squadcast because Zach and Rock are going to be coming on this lounge in a couple weeks. They're going to join me through Squadcast. And if you don't know Squadcast is a voice-over IP recording platform like Zencastr or Ringer, and there are others, but those Zencastr and Ringer and Squadcast seem to be the three most popular ones with podcasters. And Squadcast is different than all the rest because you can actually see little video, like it shows video on the screen, so you can actually see the participants. Now, of course, it doesn't record the video, right? Because it's just audio. It's just an audio app, if you will. So the video is just there so we can see each other and say, hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah, when you see someone and whatever, it helps with the rapport, right? But, and I tried it, and, this year, 2018, has been rough for these voice-over IP recording software like Zencastr and Squadcast. Well, Ringer has been, what would you say, solid or oops? They've been reliable for the most part, but Ringer only records in 22 kilohertz, so it only records up to 11 kilohertz. So it literally chops off half the audible frequencies. It chops off the high end, the clarity, the real clarity, and that's a deal breaker for me, right? So Ringer's okay. So anyway, Squadcast, I tried it and it worked okay once, then it failed once, and okay, they're just getting up and running, right? This takes time. This isn't a big company like Rode, for instance. These are just like four guys who started a company, But anyway, Squadcast used to do the ducking thing, right? Where I call it the ducking thing, or you could call it, I don't even know what else you would call it. Like when Skype does it, when one person talks, it rides down the volume of the other person. And it makes it really weird because when two people talk over each other, like if one person's talking and they're telling you a story and the other person says, mm-hmm, uh-huh. When they say, uh-huh, the person who's telling the story, their volume goes way down. And then you miss like 2 or 3 words of their story. And you're like, sometimes it doesn't matter, but sometimes you're like, well, what did he say? So that ducking thing is terrible. And that's one thing I like about Zencastr is that you can turn off the ducking. So, yeah, exactly. It is annoying, Barry Gary. It is very annoying. So that's why Zencastr, even with Squadcast and Ringer, whoever else, Zencastr, and by the way, Ringer does the ducking thing too. So there's that, right? So Zencastr was the only one that did not do the ducking thing. That's why I liked it. But now, and the whole reason I'm bringing this up, wish I had a drum roll. I have a 1K tone. Okay, good enough. Squadcast now does not do the ducking thing anymore. That's right. They fixed it. Well, they don't do it anymore. Not that they fixed it. It's not a problem. It's just one way of processing the audio versus another. That's all. But they did get rid of it. So I'm happy about that. I haven't tried it since, Zach just told me this yesterday, I think. Or no, my presentation last week to his meetup group, he told me after that too. Anyway, haven't tried it yet. I think Squadcast is very interesting. And they also, what is this on the bottom left? New version available, refresh? What does that mean? Okay. Yeah, and months ago, Squadcast also did not, Squadcast would record the whole session, and then when you stopped it, then it started uploading everyone's audio, and it was taking like a long time. So now Squadcast made it so while you're recording it in the background, slowly it's uploading each person's audio, so that when you get to the end, it might take 10 or 20 seconds at the most to finish uploading, and then you're done. So it's good. I'm happy for these guys. Squadcast getting their act together. I'm not at a point when I can say that I like Squadcast better than Zencastr. Because Zencastr, I use, that's what I mainly use for my clients, especially. So, and for my show, I guess, yeah. So anyway, I'm happy about Squadcast. I'm going to try it again soon. And how long does Reaper take to render your recordings? Well, it depends. If you do nutty stuff like I do, like you see, this is my Reaper session. You could see I have a subgroup. I have a bunch of effects. Each participant has effects, and I'm EQing the music a little bit. So for me, if I were to mix this episode down, and this episode is, it's like an hour and 10 minutes. If I was to mix this down from Reaper, it would probably take, it would take a while, 10, 12 minutes. That's a guess. But yeah, it takes a little while because it has to chunk through all the effects. I use a lot of effects. Look, this is my guest, and I'm using 4 plugins. It's not bad. On myself, I'm using 4. And on the sub, I'm using 1, I think. Yeah, on the sub, I'm just using the Ozone 8. That's the subgroup of all the voices. So, yeah. Barry Gary, finding a way to support an easy remote interview with high quality is the next big leap. We need a guest pro that has it all in one package. Yes, I agree. Nobody has a decent mic on the other end. Yes, I agree with all that. The sad thing is I have ideas and plans of what could be made and what could be created and how it could be done that would just destroy everything else on the market because it would be so good. But I'm just a nobody with some ideas that I think are good, which who knows really if they're good. So anyway, is this yeah, why is that over there? Did I move that? Anyway. Digging that Omnichannel still? That used to be my go-to. Yeah, I do. I like the Omnichannel. Yeah. I use it. I use it quite a bit, for sure. But I also use other, that's not the only thing I use, right? So, I think the Omnichannel, let's see. On my own voice, what am I doing? I'm adding a little bit of saturation. I have a gate. EQ, I'm adding, I'm just so slightly EQing this. Yeah. And then I'm using the FET compressor. I like this FET compressor. And not too much of it either. Just a little bit of compression. That's all I do. I don't use a de-esser in here because for my de-esser, I like I still like the FabFilter Pro DS. Yeah, Omnichannel's great. And of course, they just had it on sale again for $29. So anyway, Squadcast, and the other thing with Squadcast is they're great guys that literally you can talk to them if you wanted to, like that. They're accessible, right? So that's awesome. There you go. There's your Rodecaster Pro. Who bought one? All right, we can go through some news. You know what? I want to play some Puzzle Rush real quick. Have you guys seen this yet? Are you guys into chess? Watch this. You get 5 minutes to solve as many puzzles as you can. That's checkmate. Oh, what? I got it wrong? That's crazy. See, the ones in the beginning are pretty easy. So, look, I just take the knight for free. Come on. What? Isn't that checkmate? Yes, it is checkmate. So is this. Well, not quite, but... you guys digging this? Alright, maybe... Oh, I'm confused. What should I do? Oh. That was easy. Oh, this is easy. Checkmate. Oh, this is easy. Take the knight first and then take this guy. Oh. Take that. That's called checkmate. See, some of these are not... Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, I'm gonna lose. You only get to have 3 wrong. Wait, so what is this? All right, push the pawn. Push him, baby. All right, now is that it? Now, oh, I take this guy for free. Thank you. Thank you, drive through. Now, where's the kill shot here? Where is it? Oh, do I push the pawn? Oh, terrible. All right. Well, that's just disgusting. I only got 14. The best, I think Hikaru Nakamura got like 56. He solved 56 puzzles in 5 minutes. That's a pretty cool game, though. I don't know. If you're into chess, that's a cool game. On chess.com, that's where I was. Just chess.com. You can get a free account. You can play Puzzle Rush. It's actually pretty cool. Can you see this chat window? Or is it getting cut off? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mike McCallan. Mike McCallan, what's up, man? He's joining via Facebook. Yeah, see, Mike McCallan, he lives in Oakland near San Francisco, and they're in the Mike McCallan is in a mastermind group with the guys from Squadcast. So pod to pod. This is just some news. So what's going on with you guys? You still lounging? We're missing Bandrew. We're missing Heather from New Zealand. See, Peaked. See, PIQD. I talked about them on the last week, I think. Yeah, PIQD is Peaked, I guess, is a podcast discovery startup. Oh, you're purchasing the Omni channel? Yeah, I hope you can get it for $29 because if you, like waves.com, if you buy it right from Waves, I would say buy, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I buy everything straight from Waves. So, I mean, maybe Sweetwater. Oh, thank you for sharing. Yeah. But, yeah, yeah, it's $29 on Sweetwater. Yeah, that's cool. So I wonder how that works, though. You buy it on Sweetwater, but then you got to go to Waves to register it. Which I guess is fine, right? I guess what you get when you buy it on Sweetwater is the code or something. Oh, now Mike McCown, he's on Twitch. Dude. Welcome. Yeah, Facebook's tough, man. I was even thinking I might not stream on Facebook anymore, which is a shame because I don't like in my old you had to switch to Twitch. I'd love to stream to a bigger Facebook group, but again, I don't have a bigger Facebook group. I started our group and it's small. So that's all I have. And now the Facebook chat doesn't show up in this chat right above me. There's the chat. So anyway, it's just annoying. Facebook is just annoying when it comes to streaming. So, and I know a few other streamers, they just stream to Twitch and YouTube because those platforms are much better at streaming and stuff. Right? Mike says to stream on Facebook, but tell them to, yeah. So everyone who's watching on Facebook, how many? I can't even tell. If you're watching on Facebook, come watch on YouTube or Twitch. Hey, Bandrew's here. Your ears must have been ringing and burning off the side of your head, dude. We were talking all about you. We were gonna do a whole Bandrew / podcastage episode, or stream, not episode. All right, I'm just reading through the news here. You guys heard any? We'll do some news. Megaphone, yada yada. How diverse is podcasting really? Who cares? Just everybody who wants to podcast. How about that? How about that? How about everybody start a podcast? Is that diverse enough for you? God, I can't stand that nonsense. Google's looking for creators of color. Great. Logan Paul spent a crazy amount of money on his new podcast studio. Podcast profiles. Oh yeah, that's what I was just at. Okay. What did he do here? Who is Logan Paul? See, Mike McCown is folding laundry in the Podcasters Lounge. Imagine if we were really in a lounge and we're all sitting around drinking and Mike McCown brings his laundry. That'd be classic. See, I bumped the table. Did you hear the bump? I don't know. This Heil boom arm is, I don't know. It's okay. All right, Logan Paul. I don't know who Logan Paul is. I know, Mike McCown wishes the Podcasters Lounge had an iron. Right? All right. Well, wait. Is that his house? All right, let me get rid of this. Annoying. Paul's luxury couch. What? That's his home? Is this dude rich? This dude is rich. He's one of the biggest YouTubers. He's the one who got in trouble for filming a dead body. Oh, I didn't. Oh. Is that illegal or what's wrong with that? Anyway, I'm sure there's other details that made it more wrong or whatever. More objectionable, I should say, not wrong. He could dress better. Where's this? Oh, California. All right. All right, so my new $90,000 podcast? All right, well. So, well, looks like he's using SM7Bs, which is good. He's, yeah, 90,000, dude. You can get a lot for 90,000. I bet most of it though was like the room. you know, making the room nice with seats and a desk and whatever. And also, it looks like he's obviously doing it on video. So, you know, it's like Joe Rogan, what Joe Rogan does, right? He's doing it. But yeah, 90,000 is awesome. Bandrew, tell him to get a Shelford channel and then just go over to his place and like unscrew it and just put it on your jacket. Bandrew, I think you and I should do a road trip to Texas to the Rupert Neve headquarters, and we should somehow bring back 2 Shelford channels. Okay, that's all I know. All right, yeah, this is pretty sick. Right, yeah, look, see the desk, and yeah, because the one mic is here. Looks like the other mic is here. Oh, a third mic here. Yeah, so it's almost like a little video studio. So that's awesome. Yeah, we need to, can we, it'd be cool to go to this dude's house and interview him there or something. I don't know. See, I always think of like ideas, and then I'm realized like, oh, you're a nobody. No one even knows you exist, and no one listens to you. So, shut up, stupid. You know, like that thought always hits me after everything I think of. I'm like, yeah, let me create something that's better than Zencastr and Squadcast, and it's like, you know, I think of the old Sanford and Son. Remember when he's like, shut up, dummy. Shut up, dummy. That's what I think in my head. Then I'm like, all right, just shut up and move on. All right. Podcast advice. Well, some of this we covered. Anyway, all right. That's good for that one. And Hot Pod. Do you guys get Hot Pod? Yeah, we're just nobodies, Bandrew. You're way more of a somebody than me, though. Because you're YouTube. Look, we were even showing it before, dude. This is your channel right here. 82,000 subscribers. Hello. Wait, weren't you like at 30,000 like a few months ago? Anyway, that's awesome, dude. And Bandrew, and you probably already thought of this, but if you ever have like a electric guitar amplifier that it's like garbage and you're gonna throw it away, obviously like smash it and stamp on it and all that on your channel. That'd be kind of cool. All right, Hot Pod. I haven't read Hot Pod in a while. This is a very corporate kind of podcast industry newsletter. You can get it for free, but there's an insider one for $7 a month. But yeah, usually he has the TLDR on top, so you can get a quick overview. But anyway, we're not going to go through all that. Pod news. Well, before we get to pod news, let's skip a little bit. So Ralph M. Rivera and his wife Carolyn recently sent me some tea as a gift, and they sent it from Simpson and Vale. Now, I'm not drinking any of that tea right now, but anyway, thanks to Ralph and Carolyn, and I'm going to try Simpson and Vale. It's my first time trying it, so. Have you ever got to, well, let me get off of this. Wait, where should I go? Let me go here. Have I ever played around with any LA2A imitations? Why, yes, sir, I have. Well, I don't use it. Lately, well, it depends on the person, but lately, for most people, I've been using the CLA 76. But yeah, I have the CLA 2A, which is pretty good. I like it a lot. And it's, you know, you can't control attack and release times. This is like more like serious old school compressor, because there's literally 2 knobs, gain and peak reduction. That's it. But it's good. It's good. It really, it adds a lot of warmth and kind of, it's, you know, again, it's subtle, but it adds like warmth and nice fullness and beefiness, you know, sort of. So if I'm, you know, processing a voice that's like a little thin and wimpy and maybe a little sharp, I'll use the LA2A. But Yeah, you could use both of them. You know what I was trying today? Well, I did try it for like 2 seconds. So you probably know that I have, this is my intro music and my outro music. I don't compress them or master them at all because they've already been compressed and mastered, right? Because they're on a CD, right? So the voices, all the guests and Barry and everything, I put on a subgroup, and then the effects I use on the subgroup are it's like mastering. It's the Ozone 8. But what I tried, and this won't fit in the, can I make it smaller? Oh, that's terrible. All right, hold on. Anyway, what I did is I added, because I've had this, oh, here it is right here. The SSL compressor stereo. This is a SSL G master bus compressor. Like this, on the SSL mixers, like on the big SSL mixing boards, they always had like a master bus compressor in the master section, and most everyone would use it. You know, usually subtly, but you would use it because it tightens up the mix. And so it's interesting when they're mixing a song, they will have a little bit of compression on the master bus, but they won't over compress it because after they mix it, then they send it to the actual mastering engineer. And you gotta let that guy do his job. So you don't want to compress your mix too much right on the board. So anyway, I was trying this earlier, along with Ozone 8. So I kept the Ozone 8 mastering that I have, and then I added the SSL compressor, and it brought it closer, and it made it a little more punchy, but it was sort of like getting into that range where it was over compressed and like it's a very subtle line, you know. So anyway, I thought I would mention that. Physical hardware was looking into the Warm Audio. Yeah, I had a guy on my show who had used the Warm Audio something. Yeah, I mean, good hardware is good hardware, man. You can't deny it. So, and you know my theory is to spend a lot of money and sound really good, and then take care of your equipment. So here's some questions from. Actually, I'm gonna turn to the default scene. Hi, everybody. Oh yeah, podcast engineering school shirt. No, I want to look up because this gentleman from the San Francisco Podcasters Group, which I'm forgetting his name right now, but we were emailing. Where is it? Oh, yeah, Nathan Maton, or Matan. Nathan Maton, I guess. He had some questions. So I presented to their meetup group a couple weeks ago, and he emailed me and said, hey, can I ask some questions for the Podcasters Lounge? And I said, absolutely. So Nathan, we're going to cover that right now. So let me, and I had to, oops. All right, here we go. Nathan's first question. How do you set up Audio Hijack properly? I started using it a bit over a year ago and then started having an issue where it recorded an echo. That's actually sort of common. I didn't figure out how to fix that and just switched to recording everything in Zencastr. Okay. I'd love to know how to fix it. Here's a screenshot of my more recent setup when I tried this again. Still get an echo though. So here's the thing. I'm going to switch to this again, and then I'm going to look up the picture he sent. I didn't know he sent a picture. I don't think I saw a picture. Or did he embed the picture? Yeah, he forgot to attach the picture. Yeah, I didn't see a picture. All right, anyway, he forgot to attach the picture. So here's the thing about Audio Hijack. Audio Hijack is very flexible. It's like the ultimate routing software well, along with Loopback, right? Loopback is this one here, and Loopback is from the same company. Loopback is where you create all the virtual instruments. You can see I've created a bunch of virtual instruments, and you can use those virtual instruments within Audio Hijack. So, and you can see I'm using a bunch. Like, for instance, Chris is a virtual instrument. 2 QuickTime. iPad is a virtual instrument. And others, 2 Zoom, all this stuff, right? So the thing, you just got to be really as simple as you can with Audio Hijack. You can see here how I have all these blocks. I literally have a ton of blocks. I don't even know if you can make it smaller, because this is only like a quarter of my set. Look, I can scroll down. You'll see a bunch more. All right, these are all different inputs though. But anyway, I'm using a very detailed and I would say advanced setup. But you just gotta think in terms of blocks and the audio flowing from block to block and sending it where you want to send it, and then all you just keep it really, really simple and just think through it, and that's how you'll, sorry, I'm going to adjust that. But that's how you if you try to do too much, that's when mistakes happen. So you'll send it to a place. For instance, if we go down here, this is my Skype right here, which is not on. That's my Skype block. But you can see if I'm sending it to Zoom, to QuickTime, and to my MixPre 6, but maybe one of these is sending back through somewhere else, and that's where you get your echo from. So you just got to be keep it as simple as possible. Like, I'm using this right now, so I can't show you another session, but literally if you could use take your mic, and this is the recorder block, which I'm not recording right now, but just keep it as stupidly simple as you can, and only send the audio where you exactly want it to go, and that'll help you understand what's happening. I was just gonna bring the volume down a bit. See, Audio Hijack is very powerful, but it's a thing. It's like, with that power, you can harm yourself, basically. Jeez, I keep... Yeah, so I would say definitely learn how to, instead of just using Zencastr for everything, learn how to use Audio Hijack, because when you use Zencastr to record yourself, your own local microphone, it's not recording it at a very high quality at all. So, and if you do have the ducking turned on, it'll record yourself ducking, which is terrible. So, your own microphone, you always want to record that locally. Period. You don't want to record that through anything else. So either do it through Audio Hijack, or you could even run your DAW, like run Zencastr. Have a track in record mode and just record your audio, right? There's a lot of things you can do, but definitely record your mic locally direct. All right, number 2, how do you play clips through Audio Hijack? Just yesterday I did a remote interview and would have loved to play a piece from this Facebook video I found as part of the conversation. I saw you were doing this at the San Francisco Meetup presentation, and I wanted to gain these powers too. My ideal setup would be to have clips of audio I could set up for it, as well as clips from the internet, like that Facebook video I could play, and know it was going to both into the remote interviewee's audio for them to hear and get recorded into my audio file at the right time. Yeah. So in Audio Hijack, it's real simple. You just create blocks for everything. So look, here's my mic. I'm recording it and I'm sending it to a bunch of places. This input here is actually my iPad with Barry. I'm trying to think of a good Barry clip to play.
Oh, forget it.
That's right. So this is Barry. This is Barry and my iPad, like my intro song stuff. You guys know this one, right? Oop, yeah. So this is my iPad coming through my MixPre 6. So I bring that in here, I record that separately, and I send it wherever I want to send it. Then I have Chrome. So if you're going to play a video on, you can play a video on Chrome, or, let's say You have Facebook open in Chrome and you play a video, or you have YouTube open in Chrome, you play a video. Well, that audio is going to, you set up a Chrome block and you bring that audio and you record it, and then you send it everywhere else. And I'm using Pretzel to play my music, so I can even record my music separately, which I wouldn't do but here's the point. Right now, while I'm doing this live stream, I could record every element separately. All I'd have to do is arm the recording block and then hit record. So that's the way to do it. You just set everything, if we had someone on Zoom, they could come in here and we could record them separately. You can do everything all at the same time. I even have all my audio applications. Reaper, RX7, and Twisted Wave. So, here's Twisted Wave, right? I could play... We finally got him up! I have that up, it's running, and it's... Now, I'm sending all my 3 audio programs into one recorder, if I was to record it. And the reason you want to record it is so later on you have a lot more control. Oh, yeah. I know. Anyway, I don't listen to my own show enough because I sort of do similar things on every intro. So the next one I'll have to do it different. Just to mess with it. So, yeah. That's, it kind of comes down to fundamentals. Like, the thing with audio gear and everything is like, it actually, like audio gear and all audio software, it's made in an intelligent way. And so you just have to, when you start thinking about how to use this stuff, you got to think real simple. Like, think the simplest you can. Like, if it's an audio interface, okay, I plug in my mic and then I plug the interface into the computer, and that's how my mic gets into the computer. I mean, you just literally have to think in simple terms, like, where's the audio going? And then it's simple. Now, there will be details here and there, but if you're clear on the simplicity of the setup, then, you'll at least understand where things are coming in and where they're going, and then you'll be able to fix problems and stuff too, so. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, I hope that I think that helps, and you just gotta do it. You gotta just mess around with it. Put aside, no joke. Put aside like 3 hours or 3 or 4 hours, 4 hours on a Saturday, and just sit down and mess around. I'm dead serious. Put aside 4 hours and say, look, I'm just gonna go mess with Audio Hijack, and I'm gonna figure it out. That's it. Give yourself time and no pressure, and then just mess with it. Play around. Try something. Hey, let me try and record this. Let me try and record that. And let me tell you something. In that 4 hours, you'll figure everything out. You'll learn it, and you'll have your template, and you could save your template. So if everything here is set up the way you want it, you just go to session and you click export session, and you can save it as a session. So next time when you open it up, you just load your session and everything you did is already there. Don't mess with it. Your intros are awesome. Yeah. Exactly. So just this, it just takes a little time and deliberateness and then, and time. And so you might not get it all in 4 hours, but you'll get most of it. And there might be 1 or 2 things left over that maybe 4 days later, something clicks in your mind, like when you're sleeping at night, and you'll be like, oh yeah. And then that's it. Then the last couple things that you didn't understand, you'll understand, and then you're done. Brandon Gonzalez, this is how I record Clean Feed now, to record myself and the guest on separate tracks. Yeah, you can record yourself, record your Clean Feed guest. Although now they do they do multi? Yeah, Audio Hijack is amazing. But Clean Feed, I think they did do multi-track now. I can't remember. But I can't remember, actually. But I remember whatever they did, whatever announcement they made was kind of cool, but it wasn't like 100% ridiculously awesome. All right, number 3. Hold on a sec. Yeah. All right. Number 3 from Nathan. I keep hearing this little noise. I wonder where that's coming from. Clean Feed does multi-track, but does it really do multi-track, or is it the host on the left and then all the guests put together on the right? Anyway, I can't remember. All right, number 3. What's the easiest way for remote interviewees to back their audio up? I know you said that this usually doesn't work, but what's the least sophisticated way anyone could do it? And for someone with a small amount of computer skills, what's the way to tell them to do it? A remote guest, remote interviewee, to back up their audio? I don't ever ask anyone to back up their own audio. I would use Zencastr or Squadcast. And then we would connect, and then Zencastr or Squadcast would record them locally on their machine and then upload it. So yeah, I don't ask interviewees to back up their audio. Now, on my show, because my show is about podcast production, I do have a lot of guests on who I ask them to record themselves locally, because usually they're a podcaster and they already have a whole setup, right? So it's easy for them to just hit record and then send me their file. That, of course, that's called the double ender. So, but a regular person off the street, you can really never do that with, because they don't know what to do. That's why you use Zencastr or Squadcast, because the answer to your question is it's not easy. So, hit the mic. Yeah, the less you make the guest do, the better, really. Also, yesterday my interviewee had one of those wired headsets, and I totally used the mic technique you mentioned and told him how to hold it, and the audio got 10 times better at least. Thank you, Chris. You're providing lots of value. All right, cool. All right, Nathan. Well, I hope this helped. And yeah, just practice with it. Have fun. There we go. Are you guys in the Podcasters Hangout? Any good posts recently? Scott Carson's doing a webinar. Oh, it started the same time we started. Anyway, we've been live for an hour and 8 minutes. I'm happy that you're here. Hey, Carrie's here. What's up, Carrie? Happy to be hanging with you in the lounge. What are you drinking? I got some Pure Leaf iced tea. And yeah, if you like this, go ahead and subscribe. Or what am I supposed to say, Bandrew? Subscribe, hit like, and you know what to do. I don't know. Do something if you want. See, I still have that part of the donut here, right? Bandrew has a question. What are your thoughts on the high-end DAC and amps for headphones? Do you think it's beneficial or necessary, or just something that offers marginal benefits? Those are two different DAC, digital audio converter. Oh, and amps for headphones. So you're just thinking of a headphone amp, basically. Yeah, I mean I don't know. I mean, headphones and headphone amps are okay. I mean, you just get something that works. I wouldn't go nutty. You know, when I worked in the big studios, we didn't have really expensive headphones. We just had the regular, we just had regular headphones, like $100 headphones. And then the amps were just amps and stuff. So, look at this. Ralph M. Rivera is here. Could everyone please give Ralph? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. That's all you get, Ralph. But thank you for being here, Ralph. And thank you, Carrie. Carrie's mixing audio, drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. All right. Well, you're mixing audio, Yeah, separate devices. So, yeah, Headphone amps, I would say not that big. To me, not that big of a deal. Like, just get one that works, and that's fine, because it's okay. You know, as far as, you know, digital to analog converters and analog to digital converters, I mean, those, if, you know, again, what are you going to get an external box just for that? I mean, that, like, obviously that's what audio interfaces do, right? They do the analog to digital, but then coming out, you would turn it from digital to analog again so people could hear it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you have to mute occasionally. Ralph missed the first couple of live streams. Can you reenact them in all consecutive order so that I can catch up? Yeah, well, I started today's stream. Believe it or not, I had myself muted again. Well, I shouldn't say muted, but you see this on Audio Hijack? This white button? This is like, it means the session's going. See, it's been for an hour and 11 minutes. But this is like on input, so it lets my voice pass through. But if I were to undo this and just have it off, you can't hear me. So this is what I sometimes forget to push at the beginning of the stream, and then I'm talking and people are like, we can't hear you, and I'm like, that's because I'm an idiot. Thank you. Yes, me. So take it from the top. Oh, Heather's here. Hey, Heather. We're getting the band back together. Headphone audio files. Yeah, that's wow, listen to this music. Yeah, for people who, you mean like, so individuals mixing on headphones who really want the best headphone experience. I mean, I guess I kind of get that. So instead of spending money on a really good headphone setup, as I've said many times before, it's much better to have good studio monitors, good speakers. Because I meant to fast forward this, but I didn't. Anyway, I always use my speakers. My speakers are my number one. I only check headphones sometimes. And I think when you talk to audio engineers, that's what they'll say. They'll be like, they might check headphones a little, but that's not how they work. That's not what they do. So I would invest in speakers. You know, if you invest in a nice setup, get good speakers at a good level on good stands, and, you know, make sure you're equidistant from the walls and stuff like that, and try to set up your studio, your mixing environment really well with good speakers. That makes a world of difference. And you could even use the SonarWorks, right, to EQ your speakers so that, you know, like for instance, right now, it's right here. Right where my head is right now between my speakers, I have this spot EQ'd to be perfectly flat in this room with my speakers. So that when I listen through my speakers, I know what I'm hearing is exactly flat. It's not being colored by the room. It's not being colored by the speaker. And it's specifically for this spot that I'm sitting in. If I was to move back 2 feet, not so much. I mean, it'll be okay, but not bang on. And that's what that's what mix engineers, as a mix engineer, that's what you want. You need that. You need to hear for real. And so I would do it with speakers, not headphones. Donations and patrons. Ralph, if you have good studio speakers, you need to have a good room set up, like with panels or sound absorbing material. Good speakers in a room made out of marble defeats the purpose. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so in this room, the room I'm in right now is quite a large room. I don't know how. Might be like 18 by 20. This is like a fairly large, almost square room, but it's carpeted fully, and I have those. You could see the foam I have on the back, along the back wall. The other walls are kind of bare, but there's a bunch of windows to diffuse things a little. Although the windows reflect more than the walls, but like the windows are set in and angled and stuff. So, and then the other side is a bunch of closet doors, which actually when I tuned my speakers, I opened all my closet doors because then the sound would go into the closet. They're not that deep closets, but the sound would go into the closets and be deflected and diffracted and then come out. And the more deflection you can get, the better. You just don't want like parallel walls because then the standing wave just goes back and forth. But yeah, and the thing is, like, okay, another point about that, Ralph. If I'm using small speakers, smallish speakers, I am. I mean, these Neumann KH120As are. It's a 5-inch woofer. These are pretty small. Now they get a little bit loud, but I don't ever turn them loud. I don't need volume. I don't want volume. I don't need volume. So that's the thing. If you're not, like, the louder you turn it up, then the more reflections you have around the room. So if you can actually monitor at a decent level, not too loud, but okay, that minimizes the effect of the room as well. The problem with music and even podcasting, people want to listen loud. People want to listen to everything loud. Music. People, when they do podcasts, they want to crank their headphones. Dude, no audio engineer listens loud for very long. I mean, I might turn it up for literally 5 seconds. And I might do that once every hour. No joke. Now, music might be a little different. You might turn it up a little more. But you listening at high volume is not... Unless you're mixing a record, you don't need to listen at high volume. Barry Gary! Much cleaner than when I took the podcast engineering school. Oh, you mean my room behind me, Barry? Ralph says Mike McCown. Oh, you want me to wear a muscle t-shirt and short shorts? Okay, terrific. All right, what else we got here? All right, we got Wunderlist. Who uses Wunderlist? Type a 1 into the chat if you use Wunderlist. I use Wunderlist, and here's... Wait, where is it? This is my... I'm only going to show you quickly, but this is my Wunderlist. You can... It's a to-do software where you can have an inbox, and you have all different folders, and it's awesome. Carrie, 0. Which one do you use, Carrie, if any? Ralph uses OmniFocus. Yeah, Ralph uses better stuff, and then he always tells me, you should use this. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just using Wunderlist. And he's like, okay, doofus, shut up. And I'm like, thank you, shut up. Heather uses Asana. Mike McCown, Asana. Wow, Asana winning the race. Pen and paper. Lot to be said for pen and paper. I'm telling you. In fact, what was it? Bob Proctor, one of the motivational speaker guys who I actually studied with for a few years. He, pen and paper every day in his pocket. That's it. And a whiteboard. Yeah, pen and paper. All right. What else? What do we got here? Dude! I don't even know what to say. Can you guys feel the excitement before I even get into this next story? Filter. No, I don't want shop. Barry, he's still a planner guy. Yeah, you have a planner. That's cool. You put an acoustic blanket in front of your whiteboard when you record. That's cool. Apple reminders and notes. Oh, there you go. Because obviously that syncs between everything. Although Wunderlist does too. You just bought Pro Q2 on Black Friday? Oh, no! Well, I don't know. I'm sure they have an upgrade, dude. So you still probably, will get it for cheaper. Yeah, so where is it? Wait, this is the homepage? The Pro L2's on the homepage, huh? Well, there's the Pro Q2. So, Banjo, you got the Pro Q2, dude. Oh, welcome to the club, man. Right? Oh, I'm so glad you got that. You're going to have fun with that. I'm sure you'll probably make some videos about that too, huh? Manny American. So see, I don't see it on their website, but look, FabFilter Pro Q3 coming soon. Now I will say, Bandrew, especially because you just bought the Pro Q2, I will say that I watched this little video and it did mention a couple new features and they seemed pretty cool, but like, you know, nothing that you would absolutely need. Like I didn't see any features that I was like, oh my God, I need that right now. Like I didn't think that. I thought, oh, that's cool. So, you know, I mean, the Pro Q2 is legendary, man. It's crazy. All right, have you guys here? Wait, you know what I'm gonna do? See, I'm learning as a streamer, Bandrew. I want to talk for a little, and I want to. What is this? A marching band? The Might of the Warlords. Is that okay? All right, we could leave it. Oh, all right. So about 3-4 weeks ago, hey, Arik Levy's here. What's up, Arik? He's the Firearms Nation. He's doing Arik is doing, what do you call it? Oh, a summit. His third summit, doing live broadcasts and videos and stuff. So if you ever had interest in doing... Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't looking at Facebook. I see your comment now. It's right there. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm done with streaming to Facebook. Which, anyway, I like being everywhere, but God. Yeah. So, Arik is doing a summit, and if you should... If you're interested in like how to do summits and how to do interviews and stream live and stuff, go sign up for his Firearms Nation Summit just to spy on him and see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Now, if you're into guns and proper gun technique and all that, then obviously you would want to do that too. But and Arik, actually in 2 weeks I have to do another. I'm going to bring someone on in the lounge through. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it through Skype. I'm going to do it through Squadcast, so I could just use it through Chrome. But that whole thing that you taught me with Skype, with the Ecamm Live and stuff, I forgot all that, and so I don't know. Maybe we could just do it again sometime. But anyway, about 3-4 weeks ago, there's his link, shootersummit.com. 3-4 weeks ago, I got a new router because I wanted to stream at I needed a better internet, faster internet speed. And they're like, oh, well, you need a new router. And I was like, okay, send me the new router. Sent me the new router. It's faster. And I had it right next to me. I had it like literally almost where I could just reach and touch it, which is where I had my old router. But this one, it seems to be like really strong. And like, I just feel like this, like literally radiation or something coming from this thing. And I'm like, I mean, I know I'm sensitive, right? As a mix engineer, you become very sensitive to sounds and everything. But I just was feeling this like, and so then I moved it over there into the corner. But I still feel a little bit, and so I started looking up RF exposure and like, and so what happened was, see, now I'm gonna show my screen. See, someday I'm gonna do a stream that is well done. Anyway, I wanted to get a meter to see if I could sort of measure like how much this radiation's coming at me, and so I found a bunch of meters, and I ended up buying this one. It's not cheap, man. $370 for a decent EMF meter. Anyway, it measures a bunch of stuff, and it's I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive, but something's not right. And the same, you know what? The same thing happened with this was a couple months ago now when the Google Pixel 3 came out, and I got it. Right? Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the Google Pixel 3. And I got it, and I'm telling you, that thing radiated too. Something with that thing was like, it didn't quite give me a headache, but it just makes you feel like weird. I'm telling you, that thing radiated, and I literally, after a week, I was like, I can't take this. I tried to put it on night mode and all this stuff, and then I took it back. Now I'm going to wait another 3 months to get whatever the next Samsung is, because I've had Samsung for many years. So I started looking up the RF and the EM, the electromagnetic fields, and like, there's some people who sort of claim to get sick when there's too much of this. And I think there's something to that. And in fact, I ordered 2 books where people are writing about, you know what? I'm going to show you the books. Hold on one second. I'm going to go into my Amazon account and show you what books I just ordered. This will just take a second. But do you guys think there's anything to this? I mean, I know there's something to it because I feel it. And I know I'm not crazy, okay? That's what I want to say. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm sensitive. So I know it's something. I don't know what it is, but I know it's something. Here we go. The Non-Tinfoil Guide to EMFs. How to fix our stupid use of technology. Right? That's one book I ordered. And here we go. Radiation Nation. Fallout of Modern Technology. Your complete guide to EMF protection and safety. The proven health risks of electromagnetic radiation, EMF, and what to do to protect yourself and family. Yes, Ralph knows I'm crazy. Yeah, and you always run the blue light filter on your phone. Right, Carrie? It is a thing. Thank you. Anyway, I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's got to be a thing. It's the first song I'm skipping today. One True Love. This is my song about Ralph M. Rivera. Yeah, EMF in high doses can make you sick, paranoid, and cause hallucinations. Yeah. So anyway, I got this meter. So here's the thing. Once this meter comes, I think it's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to be like walking around measuring everything, dude. I'm going to be like, oh, dude. You know, some people live near like electricity towers or not like the power lines. And then other people live near a cell tower. And these people are just like, the readings on this thing are crazy. Yeah, see, Bandrew, it's a thing, man. That's what Carrie said. It's a thing. All right. So anyway, once I get that, I'll let you know. It ended today, everybody. Magnus Carlsen retains his world chess championship title. He defeated Fabiano Caruana today. Here's a funny thing. The whole match was 12 games, right? 12 games over like a 2.5 week period, right? They just play one game a day and they have rest days and all this. They literally played 12 games and they drew every single game, which is not that unusual, but 12 in a row is a little unusual. But getting a draw in a chess game is pretty normal. So anyway, so today was the tie breaks. After they tied after 12 games, they start playing rapid games, which are much shorter. And so they were going to play 4 rapid games today, and whoever wins more gets the title. And Magnus actually won the first 3, and they didn't even play the 4th one because they didn't need to. So Magnus is still the world chess champion. I know this is vital information for all of you. I know you already knew this. You probably watched this morning like I did, right? Did you watch the live broadcast? I think you did. All right. Oh, wait. See, I messed up. I wanted to do this in reverse, but what is the last movie you saw? I mean, doesn't matter. In a theater, at home, on your phone, I don't care. What's the last movie you watched? Put that in the chat. Moana. Mike McCallan. And I know, yeah, you probably watched it without your kid being there too. You watched it by yourself, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Black Panther. Oh, all right, that was good. Wait, Arik, you're amazed I can do this? Do what? I'm just being an idiot on the stream. Peppermint. What is Peppermint? Ralph, was that good? What is that? Oh, Arik watched Ant-Man. And Mike did watch Moana by himself. Yes, well, I watched Leaving Las Vegas, and I hadn't seen it since literally when it came out. I remember because I went to see this with the guys I was living in New York with. In 1995, I was in New York working in the studios. Anyway, I saw Leaving Las Vegas. I don't know, I kind of liked it back then. Like, it sort of had an impact on me back then, but then, I don't know, I watched it this time, and I don't know, it didn't have the same impact. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah. That's awesome, Barry Gary. Yeah, Auric, I cover a lot. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like, you know what? I'm waiting for the day in the Podcasters Lounge when I don't have to prepare like 4,000 topics and we can just come here and hang out. But, I mean, it's good to prepare some topics, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, the sound is great. Yeah, today I made a tiny other tweak on my Neve Portico 2. I added some, what do they call that? Silk. That's what it is. It's the silk. See right there? The texture. Silk. And I'm using the blue, which is the low frequencies. And I'm not adding that much. I'm not up at 50%. I'm adding like, all right, Mike McCallan. Thanks, brother. Peace out, man. Thanks for hanging in the lounge. Yeah, I'm probably adding, I don't know, maybe 33%, let's say, of blue texture, of the silk blue. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I tried it. I don't know, because you know what it is? Like, I'm probably 5 or 6 inches away from this mic. And normally when I record a podcast, I'm right up on it. And so there's a lot more proximity effect. So when I'm even 6 inches away, a lot of low end goes away. So that's why I decided on my Portico 2 when I live stream, I added like, significant low end and now some of the blue silk. So just to make it sound fuller. That's all. All right, where are we? Oh, Bitcoin. Anyway. Anybody following Bitcoin? On November 18th, it started going down. It went way down. I mean, like 3,500. And now, was it today? Oh, no, wait, not November 18th. When was it? November 13th. And now today, it's been going up a little, but now it's coming down. Whatever. I'm so, Auric, rich man's 286. Oh, God. Yeah. Auric, you should get the Shelford channel. Wait, Brandon, you said Gold? Was that a movie? Gold? Gold member? Remember Gold member? I don't know. Me and my friends loved I think it was the first two. Even Gold member was okay, but the first two Austin Powers were awesome. I think the second one was with Mini-Me. That's probably the one I liked the most. Anyone else like Austin Powers? Yeah, baby. Anyway, that's Bitcoin. I've been looking into some cryptocurrencies and stuff. I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't know. It's like, you know why I'm interested in Oh, Ralph just slacked me something and Pete has to show everyone. Okay. I'll look up that. But you know why I'm interested in cryptocurrency and blockchain? Well, let's just say blockchain, right? Yes, Barry Gary, you can now pay your taxes with Bitcoin in Ohio. Yeah. So if you don't think this Bitcoin and the blockchain and all this is going to become something big, I don't know. I don't see how it couldn't at this point. Like, literally. There's so much going on. Anyway, and I'm not saying get involved. I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is that I thought it was interesting to look into this, and I did invest a little bit. That's all. Because if what I invested gets multiplied by 1,000, that would be awesome. Right? I mean, come on, why not? So, anybody else here own crypto? Actually, I'm gonna go get what Ralph sent me. Ralph, is it is it PG? Oh my god, I can't spell. I'm really not. Wait, what the? Why is I'm in Slack? Oh, your workspaces. Oh. General? Did you put it in general, Ralph? Oh, this is good, Ralph. Yeah. All right, hold on. Here we go. Look what Ralph just sent me. This is brilliant. I mean, look at that. Oh, and you can't see the title. I actually, whatever. But Chris, before and after the Pixel 3. I'm telling you, man. That thing was like... It's hard to explain. I don't even know how to explain it. They talk about another kind of world. Tech question. Where are you getting the music from? Well, where I'm getting the music from is this little player called Pretzel, which it's, I don't know how much it is a month, like $10 a month or something, $12 a month, but it's all, what is it? Stream, I don't even, what do you call it? It like you can stream this and it's, all the music that streams through, that plays on here is not copyright protected. So you're able to use it on YouTube and Twitch. You can just use it, and that's it. So I'm still trying to find good music on here. I mean, this is the chill station, and this seems like dance music to me or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's Pretzel, and I guess it's okay. I mean, I guess maybe I don't love it 1,000%. I don't, or 100. I don't even love it 100%. But I think the volatility of crypto will be a limiting factor in wide adoption of the currency. All the institutional investors are now going to be sheepish about investing because of the drop from 25K to 4K. Yeah, it only went up to 20, by the way, 20K. So there's still some big hurdles. Yeah, a lot of big hurdles to overcome, Bandrew. You're absolutely right. At the same time, there are big institutions getting in. A lot of them are getting in. And the one called XRP is starting to be used to transfer money, and mostly in third world countries and stuff. But it's being used like by banks and stuff, and it's just getting more and more. But it is going to take time. And you're right, the whole crypto market is very volatile now. But thing is, when a lot more money comes in, it won't be that volatile, right? It will become less volatile. Plus now they have this thing called stable coins. So it's like a US dollar coin, which is literally supposed to hold the value of a dollar, even though it's a coin which you can trade. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, you knew that, Arik? The content? Wait, so what was your question then? I'm gonna rewind the... Where are you getting this music from? Oh, well, I'm playing Pretzel through Audio Hijack. Pretzel's playing, and it's going to QuickTime, which really means to Ecamm Live. I have it called to QuickTime because I use it for QuickTime when I record my screen too. So, does that answer your question? Sorry about that. Yeah, Pretzel has a lot of tracks, hundreds and hundreds of, it has a lot of music. It's a thing. There's Carrie. Yeah, Bandrew. So, yeah, Arik had a question about, he uses actually a Rode Broadcaster, and his laptop fan right in front of him, it gets really loud, so there's a little bit of noise. But I thought we solved that, Arik. You got closer to the mic, you angled it away from the computer. That should have helped a lot, right? I mean, the SM7B, yes, it would help a little, but is it a good fit for your voice? And are you going to have to add some high end, which is going to actually increase the noise? Oh, you still heard it, Arik? Yeah. Well, so that's the thing. It's your... Wow, that computer fan must be really loud, dude. Yeah, dude, it is a bummer that Audio Hijack is Mac only. I mean, literally, that's the reason I switched to Mac, is because I knew... I heard about Audio Hijack, and I heard people saying how awesome it is, and I was like, you know what? I mean, you saw my setup before that, right? Some of you may not have seen this. My current recording mic, it's the same mic I've been using for a long time. It's a vintage RE20 from the 80s, I think, which is a little different than the ones you buy now. Slightly different. What was I going to show you? Oh, my previous setup. Is it here? There it is. Right? This was my previous setup. I replaced all this with an iMac Pro and Audio Hijack. So, you know. Yeah. So where was I? Oh, we were looking at this picture. Yeah, here's me after my Pixel 3. There's my old setup. Hey, a bunch of you guys are East Coast. Did you guys eat dinner already and stuff? Are you chilling? And that setup, where are your studio monitors? Oh, no, well, this isn't actually my setup now. This is my old setup. So, actually, see this black table on the top left? That's the table where I'm at now, and you can actually see this is the left monitor, and this is the right stand for the monitor. So, right now, I do have a picture of what I'm doing right now. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, God. So, I'm going to turn this on. Yay, now you can see me big with my podcast engineering school. Hey, if any of you guys have ideas of how I can market my school, I'm such a doofus when it comes to marketing. I literally don't know what to do. I ran a Facebook ad, which supposedly got some clicks, but then it got several people commenting dumb things, and I don't know. Is it just impossible to avoid dumb people? I mean, would you say it's just impossible? Because I'm getting the feeling that in life, it's wherever I go, whatever I try to do, there's just dumb people. And I don't mean it in a mean way. I mean it in a practical way. Like, for instance, I ran the Facebook ad, and some woman replied and was like, "Oh, you don't," basically saying, "Oh, podcast engineering school, you don't need that. Just, I've been doing the show for years. If you have any questions how to do it, email me." And she put her email address. Yeah. On my Facebook ad post. Now, luckily, I figured out how to remove that. But, all right, let me find this picture for you, Bandrew, of my setup now. Oh, I don't know. Am I going to be able to find this, though? Is it in my... Oh, I think I know one place it is. All right, let's try this. All right, I'm looking for it. Yeah, I'm going to get it in a second. Yep. Got it. Okay. Oh, yeah, now I got to click on the... All right, now I got to click on the... There we go. All right, you see that? This is actually my setup now. So I got my boom arm. So my mic, I got my iMac Pro. I got the little light that I'm using, and I got, these are my speakers. And this is my MixPre 6. And this is my volume knob for my speakers, because I always need a physical volume knob. Period. I don't care what I do, what setup I have, where I go, anything. I need a volume I can turn up and down with my hand. I don't want to mess with turning volume up and down on a computer. That's terrible. That's it. That's my setup. Here's my Rolls little mic, how I can mute my mic. RX editing, yeah, baby. I would have critiqued her podcast engineering. Yeah, I got to be careful with that, Carrie. That's a good point, but I don't know. I'm so afraid of coming off like a douche, like a know-it-all douchebag. Like, the last thing I want to do is come off like a know-it-all. And I know even without trying, sometimes I might come off that way to people who don't know me well. People who know me, they get it, right? I'm not this big arrogant SOB, right? I have a lot of experience. That means a lot. So there's something below the surface, right? That is very meaningful. But so I don't want to ever go after people because, I could rip people to shreds. I could rip almost everyone to shreds, but I would never do that. I don't want to do that. So it's just tough, though, right? It's how do you deal with the trolls and the stupid people? Everyone's facing that. I'm sure all of you are facing that. Some dummy replies to some tweet you'd made, and it's like, people are just idiots. Everyone wants to fight and argue. Yeah, so Bandra, the thing is, the reason I don't have a lot of reverb in my recordings is, first of all, because of the rug and the foam, but also, well, when on my podcast, I'm really close to the mic, and that makes a huge difference. It really does. I mean, think about it. If you double your distance away from the mic, the level goes down 6 dB. Every time you double the distance, it gets 6 dB lower. So if I'm 1 inch away, or let's say 2 inches away. If I'm 2 inches away, if I move back to 4 inches away, it went down 6 dB. And if I move to now 8 inches away, it moved down 12 dB. And that's what most people do. Most people, like right here, this is probably about 8 inches away. Okay, 8 inches away. Okay. If I get 2 inches away, I'll add 12 dB, which basically puts the room noise down 12 dB because my direct sound is 12 dB louder. So it widens the gap, it pushes down the noise floor. All right, Brandon, dinner time on the West Coast. See you, brother. Thanks for hanging out in the lounge. Yes. Thank you, Carrie. Yes. LOL. Yes. Yeah, if people want to volunteer for a critique, that's different. But even that, it's like, because part of my critique to people is going to be like, well, because I'm going to want to know what mic they're using, what room are they in, and what's their interface and all that. And then like pretty much the answer every time is, well, you need a new microphone, you need a new interface, you need new software, right? So no one wants to hear that. So Ralph says, who was meaner to you, the woman on that ad or the sole graduate of Podcast Engineering Academy? Oh, scary. Control the sound waves for the win. Yes. Anyway, this has been an awesome stream so far, and I'm happy that all of you are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone. Even if you're not watching live, you can subscribe. You can do a bunch of stuff if you want. You're a free person. You're a free entity. Barry Gary says, I'm getting a lot of bleed from my guest, and it creates a lot of extra work. Oh, wait, because you're doing it in person, Barry? Yeah, if you're doing things in person with 2 mics, then it's even more critical that both people get right up on the mic. And the problem with that is if you're one of them, you know to stay close to the mic. But let me tell you something. The other person, you're going to tell them get real close to the mic, and they're going to go, okay, I'm close to the mic. As soon as you hit record, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, so, yeah, when I was back in, sometimes when I do this, and this is how I talk, and, oh, yeah, okay. Right? That's what people do. Interesting video series for YouTube, me reviewing setups and gear and rooms. That'd be cool. Like that sounds like a cool show. Like showing up at, obviously not unannounced, but show up at people's houses and go through their podcast studio and like literally have someone filming it. That'd be like a TV show though, which would be cool, but you know, come on. Yes, Bandrew, that's the thing. When you do video, you can't be right up on the mic, and yeah, so it's, you got to be a little bit away. So, but you know, if you treat the environment, it'll be okay. You know, I know you're in a room with a lot of diffusion. I don't know how much foam you got on the wall and stuff, but yes, Barry Gary, if you're thinking about going to mic'd headsets, that's a very good solution. Actually, if you get, I think Ralph has a bunch of those headsets. The AT, what is it? Headset microphones. I wanted to look. Oh, horrible. All right, forget it. Ralph, what are those mics you have? It's like a common headset. I always talk about it. Yeah, the BPH S1. Yeah, there it is. So that one. And there's a few others, but that one's pretty good. That it's fairly cheap too. I think $200. But Sean, what's up, dude? Take it from the top. All right, let's do it. Wait, where's this picture? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this on the screen. What do you? This is me before and after my Pixel 3. Oh God. Actually, I have in some other streams. Well, eventually I might want to get like a Discord or something for the stream, because I don't know. I've seen other people do it, and I think it's a good way to share stuff like this. But maybe there's a better way. But anyway, I'm dreaming. 2138. Oh, Barry Gary, you have 3 of those. All right. Oh, Carrie, you talked your client into those headsets from a lav mic. Oh, yeah, lav mics are wow. Right? You know. Wow. Lav mics are like a great idea. And for video, they can work okay, but wow. Just think about how far your mouth is from the mic, and oh, right? If you're in a noisy environment, lavs are really terrible. Right? Discord is great. There we go. I recently, I was looking at, when I was following this YouTuber called Mitch Ray, he does technical analysis on the cryptocurrencies and all that stuff. He has a Discord. And so I just got in there the other day, but like he has a whole, like, he has a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot. I think on YouTube he has 3,500 subscribers, which is okay. I mean nothing like this, right? When have you seen anything like this? I mean, come on. Banjo, are you in like the top 1% of YouTubers or what? Do you know? What political statement? What was my political statement, Barry? Yeah, Podcastage has a Discord. There you go. We should all just join his. I don't know. What did I say something? I missed the joke. Not the first time. There we go. Lips. All right, everybody lip smack it. Let's do a synchronized lip smack. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You could do a couple. Oh God. Right? Podcastage. Discord. Yeah, baby. So yeah, the BPH S1s. There it is. Oh, now there's a BPH S2. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Andrew, you're rated 119,000th? Wow. All right, well, here's the BPHS 1. It's $199. And where's the BPHS 2? They're going to show me that? Oh, this is it right here. BPH S2 stereo broadcast headset with hypercardio dynamic. Yeah, unterminated. Wait, unterminated? What the heck does that mean? That means it has no... it has no connector? I want to look up this one. Yeah, that's the one. So wait, the 2 or whatever. Wait, that doesn't say 2. It does. BPH S2. Anyway, oh, yeah, 2 get 1 free. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, what did you guys think of all the Black Friday emails and stuff? It was, I guess this happens every year, right? With Black Friday, you just get pounded with emails. I mean, just pounded. Right? It's crazy. Anyway, see, I didn't even eat my donut. The whole time we're here in the lounge. I'm telling you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a green screen. And what I want is like a big, like a red velvet, like Victorian chair. Right? So I could sit. So it's like, so it feels like a lounge. And maybe like a bar, like not like a bar, but maybe there's no one there. But... right? And then like a backdrop of something. I don't know. Oh yeah, your Sweetwater guy followed up today. Yeah, that's one thing at Sweetwater. They call you, right? They literally call you. I get a call at least once a year, right? They go through and call everybody once a year. And they're like, hey, how you doing? Just want to check in. All right, Barry. Thanks, man. Barry Gary. What is it? What's your show, Barry? The Louisville... yeah, the Louisville Cycling Podcast. Barry Gary. See? Now if you want to go listen to Barry's podcast, everyone go here now and subscribe. Smoking jacket. Yeah, I don't even know what a smoking jacket is. And of course I don't smoke, but I can pretend. I'll get a pipe. Yes. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, Sweetwater's cool. I don't think I've bought anything at Sweetwater in... I don't even remember when I bought the last thing. I think back in the late 90s, I bought a Focusrite Red 2. Was it a Red 2 or was it a Red 3? I think it was a Red 3. I don't want the plug-in. I want the hardware. Manual, plug-in, review, dual compressor limiter. Anyway, I forget which one I had. It was a mic pre and a compressor. I thought it was a Red 2 or Red 3. Anyway, they probably don't even make it anymore. I need a fancy robe. Yes, give Barry Gary 5 stars.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm telling you. He really deserves it, okay? The old manual beeping out something which you didn't even say. Yeah, that's fun, right? I need a robe. I need a hairstylist. Now you hear this music? Is this okay? Yeah, you can censor yourself, Bandrew. You could say any thing you want to say. You just need a little 1 kilohertz tone sample and you just, Ralph's next purchase. Should I click the link? Will bad things happen if I click this link? This is Ralph's next purchase. Oh, dude! Oh, man. Yeah. You know what I did when Chris... I don't know if I told this story before, but when Chris Cornell passed away, which I guess they've figured out that he killed himself, right? That's what they figured out, right? He hung himself in his shower or something. But when he died, what I did was, I don't know, have you guys heard the album called Temple of the Dog? If you've heard of Temple of the Dog, type in 1 into the chat. Temple of the Dog. All right, Arx checking out. Thank you, brother. Arc Levy, Firearms Nation. Shooters Summit. There you go. 1. Yeah, Temple of the Dog. It's one album. Some of the guys from Soundgarden, some of the guys from Pearl Jam, they combined and made one album, and it was a tribute to their friend who had passed away. I think he overdosed, that friend. He was part of the Seattle scene. I think he was the singer of I actually don't know. Not Mudhoney. I can't remember. He was the singer of another band, but he died. Mother Love Bone. The singer of Mother Love Bone died. Chris Cornell and some others made a CD, made an album called Temple of the Dog. Yeah, that song Hunger Strike is on it. That's like the hit single. But the first 2 songs are the best. Say Hello to Heaven is the first song. That'll just make you weep. And then the second song is Reach Down, which is this monster, what is it, 10, 11 minutes? Jam. It's like a song, but then they just jam. It's awesome. And anyway, so what I did when Chris Cornell died, I set up my phone and I streamed on Facebook, and I had a speaker. I played Temple of the Dog on this big I have one PA speaker. It's not that big, but I put the PA speaker on the floor and I cranked the Temple of the Dog album through it, and that's when I had my drum set up. So then I literally was drumming along with the record, and then I had my phone and I was streaming it. And of course I knew that right after I streamed it, Facebook would block it because they might hear some of the song, right? It would block it, but I didn't care. And I literally drummed the entire album from start to finish. And, yeah. And I mean, my drumming I haven't really drummed seriously in a long time, maybe even 15 years. But it was fun. It was my little tribute to Chris Cornell. Because back when I showed up in college in 1990 at Wilkes University in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. A little trivia for you. My friend Carl Neff, great guy, who we're not in touch anymore. I wish we were, but I don't know why we're not. He introduced me to a lot of music, actually. He introduced me to Sepultura, which was weird that by then I hadn't heard of Sepultura. Because for the 4 years before that in high school, I was into Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, Iron Maiden, and I hadn't heard of Sepultura. And then when I heard them, I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, Carl Neff, he also introduced me to Temple of the Dog back in 1990. All right, well, you guys have any questions? We made it. We're 2 hours. We're beyond 2 hours. And now, you know what happened? I don't know if I told you, but at the beginning of this stream, I had my mic off accidentally for the first minute. Let's say 1 minute, maybe a minute and a half. So now, either I just let it be, which sucks, because now if anyone goes on Twitch or YouTube and clicks play, they're going to be like, I don't hear it. And they're going to turn up their volume, and then they're going to be like, screw it. And they're going to shut it off. So what I can do is take my local video recording of this stream, put it into my video editing software, chop off the first minute and a half, re-render the whole thing, and then replace it on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. Which is it's like hours of work for me. Between, it's not like hours of direct work, but uploading and rendering, and it's I think I'm just going to leave it. I don't know. I'm trying to set up a reminder for myself to make sure I have my mic on, because I have to remember, in Audio Hijack, I have to put it on input mode. But his death is still under investigation, huh? In my studio, I'm in a nook. How bad is that for studio monitors to be a few inches away from the wall? Well, oh, Carrie, good idea. I'll just put I'll put a note on the video saying, oops, there's no audio, for the first minute and a half or whatever. Where should I put that in the video title? Maybe in parentheses in the video title. So Bandrew, yeah, if you're in a little nook, so, okay, studio monitors, they can be fairly close to the back wall, meaning you can, like my monitors are, well, they're angled a bit, but I would say 3 inches from the wall. Like the part that's closest to the wall is about 3 inches from the wall, and then of course they're angled a little. So you can be fairly close to the back wall. I would say I think 3 inches away from the wall is what you're supposed to be. And again, you're not going to be flat against the wall. You're going to be a little angled, right? Because they're going to come toward you. As far as the side walls, I don't know. It's probably not good for them to be right near the sidewall too. So, like if the speaker's in the corner, that's actually a bad place for a speaker in a corner, because it reflects both ways, and also the low end. You know how low frequencies accumulate in the corners of rooms and stuff. That's why people have bass traps and stuff. But yeah, so 3 inches from the back wall and from the side walls, I don't know. I don't think you should be close to side walls. So it may be okay, or maybe if it's like a foot away, it might be okay. I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know the answer to that. Well, I don't know the whole answer. Thanks, Carrie. That helps. Both speakers would be in a corner. Yeah, that's actually not good. Although technically, if you got SonarWorks and you actually, got an EQ curve to flatten them out, it might be okay. I don't know. That's a good question. You should look like you'll be able to find that pretty quick online if you actually search for, is it okay if if my speakers are in a corner or something? Especially what is it, Gear Sluts? That website, they usually have really good forums in terms of answering questions like that. That's a good question. Yeah, but corners are rough though, man. I would stay away from that. Yeah, and so Bandrew, you might want to start considering, just in the back of your mind, revamping the room. I mean, I know that might not be the best thing, but I'm saying just consider it. The eldest bro is here. He technically came in after we're done. Well, we're not done, but we're 2 hours and 8 minutes into this stream. Can I get...
Oh, forget it.
Thank you. Yeah, so welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and subscribing and liking and whatever else you're supposed to do. What else are you supposed to do? I know there's a bell and whatever. Just do whatever you want. We're just hanging out in the Podcasters Lounge. Someone tell me what a smoking jacket is. And maybe we could do that next time. So, yeah. Oh, you did move it around. Yeah, I know, dude. It's rough. Well, Bandrew, when my wife and I decided we were going to move from New Jersey to Colorado Springs, we started looking at houses here because we were going to buy our first house, and we were ready. And so when we were looking at houses, what do you think the prime thing I was looking at was? Obviously, where's my studio going to be? Is it next to is it the house close to the next neighbor? Is there a train tracks? And you know what I mean? I was just looking out for anything that could be noisy and everything. And that's why when I found this house in this basement, I was like, dude, this is it. Because it's very quiet. Very quiet. There's no one behind us. It's a freaking park with a hill. And the house over there is further enough away. And in a basement, so we're half underground. Think of it that way. So the street over there, we're like, any sound from the street has to pass under the ground through the earth to me, and so it doesn't get to me. Smoking jacket is what Hugh Hefner wore. Really? Okay. Should I do that? A smoking jacket is a fancy robe. All right. Well, I'm not afraid to do it. I mean, I'm good. I mean, I'll wear a smoking jacket. Hey, Ralph, are you really gonna get this drum set or what? Wait, Banjo, do you have a electronic drums? I'd kind of be surprised if you said no. But I never asked you before. There you go. Your uncle lives in the middle of a desert. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, Banjo. I get it, dude. You're not that savvy on the drums. No, it's totally cool. Anyway, so seriously, this has been by far the best stream, and I want to thank you guys. And I mean, I hope I was able to help or entertain you, or I don't even know what. I don't know what I'm doing on streaming, okay? But I'm really happy that you were here, and I think I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. We do this every week. When I first started, I was actually streaming some like on the weekend here and there, but I think for now I'm just gonna stick to the weekly. Let's get everybody on track and everything. So, and I wish if there's a way, if any of you know how we can alert other podcasters, like a lot of them, that we're hanging in the lounge and they're welcome to come hang out with us. If you know how to do that, do it or tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. We need a marketing person. I need a co-host who's a marketing person. Barry, what do you think of the 2 hours and 12-minute stream so far?
There's no activity, no giggle, no nothing.
I'm telling you, Barry. Barry, on a scale of 0 to 100%, how do you think this, today's stream went?
190%.
Wow, 190%. Okay. Yes, the Eldest Bro Discord. We were talking about that. Instagram and hashtags. We really need a marketing person. Do you guys know any marketing people? Who does a marketing podcast who's really good at marketing? Yeah, Barry does know what's up. All right, we're going to... Barry, what do you think about me trying to market Podcast Engineering School?
That's frightening.
I know. That it really is. Really, Barry?
That's frightening.
That's frightening. And Barry, what are we going to need to really grow this Podcasters Lounge and to grow the Podcast Engineering School?
You're going to need a couple of horses or a couple of mules.
I know. That's the problem. I don't have any mules or horses. Oh, that's cool. Your wife takes care of all the social media postings. And thank you, Heather, for sharing it around. I know some of you have shared it around. Thank you, Heather. I really do appreciate it. And I think it's like when you start anything, right? It starts out 0. It's like hello, like crickets. And then you start to think like this, like Barry, is this Podcasters Lounge ever going to take off?
Nah, it ain't going to happen.
Nah, it ain't going to happen. So, all right, well, let's punch out. Let's leave on a high note. Remember that the Seinfeld episode where, and I wasn't a big Seinfeld viewer, but or fan really. I mean, it was good, but what was George was his friend, and in this one episode, he thought like when he makes a really funny joke, and everybody laughs, and like like when you're when you're like in a small crowd and you make a good joke and everybody laughs, you just feel like you're on top of the world. And he was like, that's it. He's like, from now on, he's like, when I make the joke and everybody laughs, I'm just going to leave, like literally walk out. He's like, because after that, it's just downhill. So literally in the episode, he's like talking and he makes a joke and everyone laughs and you know, everyone loves it. And he's like, okay. And he just walks out. This is the greatest. So anyway, we'll leave while we're ahead. Thank you, everybody. Seriously, thank you for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. If I can help you guys in any way, let me know. That's it. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Arik. Thanks, everybody. All right, punching out. All right, how do I stop this thing? No, I think I do know how. All right, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.